Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday, the 30th of November. So, looking at the euro dollar first, and well, yesterday we ended up putting in a bit of a spinning toppy sort of candle there. Not quite a doji, but almost a positive end to the day there. Well, certainly a positive end to the day after selling off quite sharply post 9 o'clock. We're now sort of pushing up again this morning. Now we already have hit the daily pivot, and at the moment, well, I was looking at the 4-hourly time frame here, and it looks like it might be on a bit of a turn. There's a bit of divergence into yesterday's lows at 12 o'clock there on the 4-hourlies. Certainly a bit of divergence between the two lows. It ticked a lot of boxes that we were looking for from the short side, and it may just be may have the chance of pushing up back towards yesterday's highs, maybe further. Now, one thing that was missed yesterday when Yellen spoke, she did talk about further interest rate cuts, increases necessary, but one thing she didn't say is whether there'd be one in December, or didn't mention December's interest rate increase, which has given a bit of a dovish feel again on the dollar. Also, there's other events there that may soften. I mean, the inflation figure for the US is still low, and they can't work out what that is. So there's plenty of other factors there that could be a bit soft there. Okay, so this morning I'm just looking. We have got Newswise out that will affect the euro dollar. There's the European CPI flash estimate at 10 o'clock. Now, we saw a lot of German data coming in yesterday with higher inflation. Now, it'll be interesting to see if the signs from this very early counting does the same thing at 10 o'clock. If it is, we could see the euro being a bit more bullish. So we just need to watch out for that. Aside of that, there's not a lot of significant data coming out today that will affect the euro dollar, unless, of course, we got speakers. So, just watching it at the moment. It's selling off at the moment, the euro, but we'll just see how it rolls through this morning. We'll watch it carefully. Maybe chop day. Okay, let's have a look at the pound. So the pound continued pushing up. Finally got back to its regression channel into the mid area there, and it's had a little reaction so far. Goodness, has that taken some time? I'll stop talking about it now. But it got there. It's been pretty solid. Earlier this week, that was a couple of days ago. There, it had the bigger surge on the news that some deal may be closer to being made, and it's the markets have liked that, regardless if they haven't really asked where the 45 billion or 50 billion is going to come from. Anyway, for now, we have got a daily pivot below us, which always leaves us open to a bit of a retrace towards that sort of figure. However, we may, if it does start selling off, may just get as far as the 21. We'll see how it rolls this morning, but there is that, as I say, hint of bullishness with higher lows, higher highs. We may just continue in that vein. Dollar yen, no significant news on the pound, I should say, coming out. Dollar yen, we've got again, it's just been softening. There's absolutely no sign of any retrace here yet, whereas the other markets are seeing a bit of retrace going on. There's a continued softening with the yen. It's pushing up. It looks like at the moment it's going to push up towards its weekly R1. Short term, well, there's not a lot going on here. I'm just looking to see if there's any sort of signs of divergences or anything on these intermediate time frames. No, it's higher. No. So at the moment it looks like it's maybe showing the signs, but it's certainly continuing to push up there. Okay, Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar, a minor bounce on data overnight there. It's certainly not looking particularly. Put that bullish engulfing in on the 4-hourlies here. To me, it's just such has so much potential weakness. It just every time it makes any gains, it's off with lower highs, lower lows. Didn't quite manage a new low yesterday through that Asian session. But selling off relatively strongly now. It's given back most of its gains this morning so far, so may continue in that weak vein. Finally, the Canadian dollar, and likewise the Canadian dollar losing strength here. The OPEC meeting is going to continue, I understand, into the day, and there may be some more comments coming out of that. Surprised a little bit. Oil's just stalled here, not or perhaps it's held up okay, spinning top candle there on a retrace. Maybe when everything's finally agreed, we'll see a push a little bit further up. So on its sell-off, it's probably no surprise that the Canadian dollar's working to the upside here at the moment, slightly, but still need to be wary of that today with OPEC meetings continuing. That's pretty much it. There's nothing more on oil. Just checking there's no clues in terms of anything else happening. Maybe some no, I don't think so. Nope, it's still looking, as I say, pretty bullish there at the moment. So all in all, the Canadian dollar, yen at the moment look weak against the US dollar, so may see them push up further. But the euro and the pound is also looking slightly stronger against it, and they also may push up further. So we've got a bit of a mixture in that market in summary. So just need to be a bit careful. Watch post 8 o'clock. The pivot was hit on the euro, and the pound, it hasn't been hit. So these do have a potential of following the lead of the sort of the yen. We'll see. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great one. Bye for now.